It's day 2 since we filled up the 8-foot aquarium. I was expecting to come in today and it just be a murky, horrible mess, but that isn't the case. It's a good job we cleaned up the filters because it's starting to look really clear and it's only going to get clearer from here on out. Now the first thing I've done this morning is come in and there's a load of leaf litter, not leaf litter, but like stray leaves that have floated up to the surface. So I've scooped those all off. Now this is very common, it's just like bottom parts of the plant that were damaged or something like that. So if it happens to you, don't worry, your plants aren't all melting. So what I've got in front of me here is a ton of red plants that I've taken from my home tank. I did a trim up the other day, and I'm gonna be using all of these ones in a red only scape. But these plants here are all the sort of cut-offs and trimmings, the bottom parts are a bit scraggly. So these are gonna go into the 8-foot because why not? I mean, they're healthy, they just don't look as neat for a brand new setup. But in here, I can just plonk them where you can't really see them at the moment, but very shortly they'll just be like going, so I don't want to waste them. Can't chuck away any plants, you know the rules.
Don't chuck away plants.
I just can't. Unless
they've got camel anuses.
Oh yeah, unless they're like infected plants, then yes, do throw them away.
And what are these?
It's a mix of Rotala H-Ra. See why I didn't want them? So they've got all the roots and stuff, just where they've started to grow horizontal in the water column.
Oh yeah.
From each one of those roots, a new shoot will come up. So that's quite good. So we've got Rotala H-Ra.
Are you going to plant them horizontal then?
No. They'll start to grow normal now because they won't be close to the light. They'll just carry on as usual. See, that's like a brand new stem basically. It's got a top to it rather than just a leaf. And it's doing that all the way along. Free plants. So I've bunched them together because there's quite a lot there. And rather than trying to plant each individual stem right down there, it's not really going to happen. Like I can't really reach right down anyway and get even further, and it's just a pain. So I've just grouped them as bunches with a little plant weight on the end, and then I can use the long tweezers now and just get it right in place. It's so hard to plant right down in the substrate with individual stems when you've got that deep water, because how far in have I got? I mean, these tweezers, the actual pressure at the end is barely anything, and it's quite likely that when I push it in, it just floats back up, or I haven't got deep enough, what have you. Whereas this will go right near the surface of the, surface of the substrate, and then the roots will just come out and they'll find all the nutrients as well.
Those are massive tweezers.
Yes. So we've got quite a lot of red plants in the background at the moment, not really any in the foreground, so these little sprigs will be quite nice for a little colour pot. And I'm thinking somewhere like that. So now I can feel it going in the sand. The weight should hold it down. Nice and easy. If you can ever use plant trimmings in a new tank, do it. They tend to start growing straight away and also give it a more mature look instantly and just go from strength to strength. So that's really about it for day 1. I was expecting to come in and do the water change, but if it's not needed, it's not needed. See you another day, maybe tomorrow. So since the fish got the worms and we started treating this tank previously, part of the procedure with that is that you have to do water changes on the tank. Not an issue really, you hooky in, drag it out, suck on it, pull some water out. But it's quite laborious, it's not that fast, it takes quite a lot of time. So we've come up with a solution that will make not only this tank easier to do water changes in, every single tank, no matter what the size. So I've ordered, oh, I nearly took my leg off.
Whoa.
So I ordered exactly the same, exactly the same pump that I had before. Oh, another box. The old double box method. This.
We can edit this bit out.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh. This is the same as the pump I got before, and I know it works really well. I know that it's fast, but not too fast, and it's not quiet, but
that's all right.
Yeah, it's only for a temporary amount of time.
Yeah.
Like I could probably drain that tank down 50% with this.
4 seconds.
4 minutes, something like that.
It's not fast enough.
Well, I mean, if we do it by gravity, you see it takes like
I know.
10 to 15, something like that.
I was just being silly.
That's actually from there to protect the end. But yeah, I don't know what all of this does because I've never used it. But obviously there's just, when you plug it in, you got an on-off switch. That's manual. So what I do is I leave it on, plug it into a smart plug, and I can just turn it on and off from anywhere in the studio with my phone.
Technology, eh?
Oh, okay.
Is that, hold on, is that instructions you're
Don't need them.
paying attention to?
Don't need, no, I was looking at this.
Or a bag?
So this
Oh.
can go somewhere. So I ordered this one separate because it's really useful. This tube is great because it's got a valve on the end here. So when a suction turns on, it pulls the valve in, which means the water can go through. And then when I stop the pump, it does that, closing the valve, meaning it doesn't drip everywhere. And it also then means that this stays primed with water at all times. So I don't have to prime it each time. It just draws it from this. And obviously that's not long enough to do our whole studio. So what I'll do is I'll cut this somewhere like here and add in an extension of this, so we've got enough reel to get everywhere. But we've still got the end cap here as well.
Yeah, that just screws in.
There we go. So basically that then screws into that one. Then I can cut this pipe wherever I want to extend it and just hose clip the new section in between. But now we need somewhere for this to stay that's not in the way and near the sink, because the drain pipe needs to go in that.
Well, by process of elimination.
Exactly. This is the perfect spot, and for the reel to sit on top to be able to pull it out. But then I've got to find a spot for all of these rocks.
Oh, it's just that endless problem, isn't it?
Space. Final frontier. Anyway, right. To save you all the boredom of watching us go shopping, we've got everything we need. We've got a connector for this pipe to add this to it. We've got the stuff for the outlet, and we've got the hose clamps. So this should all now work. I did before.
Yep.
So we'll see. Right, got to cut this pipe. This is the one that goes into the tank to draw out the water. But the connector I don't want really near it. So I might as well bring it a decent way back so there's no metal near the glass. In fact, I might as well just keep it right near here.
Are you going to use hooky on this?
No,
Okay.
we'll come up with another solution. This is easy to clamp to the edges of stuff as well because it's thinner.
Yeah.
So we'll just keep a clamp with it.
Okay. Oh, it feels a shame to say goodbye to hooky.
You've been so good to us,
Been
Hooky.
good to us, hooky. Like butter. Well, let's hope that's not wrong.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
It's too big. Damn. Now there is a way around this. We can heat it up and it will create an incredibly tight seal, which is good.
Yeah.
So let's get the air on it.
That's meant to go in. Hold on, is this pipe smaller than this pipe then?
Just slightly. I remember this before actually. But we can heat it and it should work. There she is.
Whoa.
It's all right, I've got
That
it.
was dramatic. That's your hairdryer.
Yeah. Yeah, this hairdryer would,
Well, that's what's happened.
there would be no scalp left. That's actually perfect. All the way. Wow, that's rather hot. It's not that hot. High point. We need two connectors
Why?
because now that's going to join to that, and there's nothing to go on that. That to that.
Oh, fiddlesticks. We spent ages working out as well in the shop. Like, literally, like, 10 minutes.
Okay.
Screw fix.
Just trying to think if I've got something else here from previous. Right, temporary solution. Inlet wider at one side than the other, which actually works perfect for sliding on that one. And this pipe is slightly bigger, not obviously on that, but so that can go in there. With the Jubilees, that's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
That might even be better. I'll get another one anyway, but if this works well, see See, it's hard to get it
This
off.
looks pretty robust.
Yeah, this is so hard to even get off there, so it's creating a good seal.
You didn't...
Cool. Crisis averted. See, and this is why I never throw away things like this, even though I'm not using them, because at some point I'm going to want them. There's been so many times in my fish keeping journey where things haven't gone to plan. It happens. Most people just order the right part or missing piece of equipment and wait. But that's not me. I'm just too impatient. Once my mind is set on achieving a certain goal on a particular day, it pains me to not complete it, so I tend to find any way possible to get the job done. And it's always served me well. Now, obviously we need some Jubilee clips on this. Even though it's blinking tight, I'd actually struggle to get that out now. I'll add it later, I forgot them. This one can now go under the sink. Go like that. And this can come through here. So we need to drill a hole, diameter of that, and that can come through this side and slot onto this one, which is also the perfect diameter. Just have to cut the end off to allow a hole, obviously. Imagine that.
You are learning.
Very rare for me to tidy up until the end, but
Yeah.
why not?
Are you all right? Everything okay?
Oh, I'm going in.
Okay.
Whee.
Oh, look at that. Hold on, so we need to then cut that there.
Yeah, got to cut that so that can go over the top. So yeah, we can go in. So it's smoothly going in. Helps if you haven't got a blunt hacksaw.
What on earth?
Yeah, we've got some nice stuff in here. It's not blocked, it's just a build up of stuff.
Lunch.
Shall I lick it?
No. No, you will definitely get Legionnaires if you do that.
There we go. I mean, that is pretty tight, but we'll want a Jubilee there as well. Nice and straight.
I think we're going to have to move that box of rocks.
Yeah, it's going to be annoying, isn't it?
I think so.
Like continuously trying to avoid that. We wanted to minimise the work, but we're going to have to move it.
Yeah.
Right, the power's in. Don't want to run it dry, obviously, but now it's just a case of getting this one attached by turning and burning. I'm going to need Steph's help with that, though, because I've now decided that we've got to turn all of this at the same time, otherwise it'll twist. So now everything's connected. I can fill the pipe with water to prime it. You can pour straight into the actual unit as well, but it's all fiddly. I can get more water in this. And we can test if it's leaking as well. And I will need more than this, but in fact, why don't I just take it to the tap and fill it up from there?
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh,
This looks better.
This is visually more appealing.
Looks better on film.
I want to see how far I can go.
Oh.
Right, Wi-Fi plug fitted. Steph's got the controls. It should suck when you say go. Go. There we go, I can feel it. Once it clears the air, it should then be perfect. Okay, stop it there, Steph. Press the power button again. Good news is the join at the other end, not leaking. The join here, not leaking. And there was a tiny little bit of water left on that, but that's absolutely fine. In the sink it's not bone dry. There's the slightest leak, so I'll probably get some of the plumber's tape. I'll put that on there, I'll put that on everything, but we know it works. It's gonna make life so much easier now. It's now been approaching a week since we first planted and filled up the tank. There's been some really good developments in that time. We've got a few more leaves and stuff come off, but yeah, let me show you how well the plants have come along. So yeah, from a distance, From a distance, it doesn't look too different, but when you come closer, you can now see that all of the stem plants that we've planted in have got brand new leaves on the top. So take a look at that Ludwigia palustre super red. All the tips are the new underwater growth. All the hydrocotyl tripetita as well, look, all sitting upright where it should be. And I can see it's growing as well. It's growing into the areas like left and right of it, and it will mingle all the plants together and kind of merge them really nicely. So yeah, here's a perfect example. That plant there is the Ludwigia palustre super red, and it's now growing at the top, completely different to those pieces that you can see underneath. So it's also getting its color as well. It's getting its red. It will get more and more red the closer it gets to the light. And that's literally after, day 6, I think we're on now. And one of the plants I'm really liking is the Hetonia palustrius, because sometimes you can put it in a tank and it kind of doesn't take too well, but this is looking perfect, like underwater growth straight away. Most of the carpeting plants are doing really well. A couple of them aren't, like the odd bit of glossostigma like that, melting away. I'm not too worried because there's plenty in here that are doing really well. So eventually they're just going to spread and grow everywhere. But yeah, sometimes you do get some that die off, sometimes you don't. Kind of luck of the draw, really. So there's only a few things that I need to do now. Not so much even need to do, but I feel like if I do them, it's going to help things progress. First of all, take out any of the leaves. But if you look, we've got a little bit of biofilm on the surface. That's what's giving it that sort of dusty look. That's all like organic material, if you like. It could be some die-off of some of the beneficial bacteria, that sort of thing. I'm going to put in 2 pieces of filtration, extra pieces. So I have got 2 pieces of equipment here. So I've got a surface skimmer. This is the Eheim one, not sponsored or anything, it's just one of the best ones. Like, it works so well, doesn't clog up. And then I've also got this one here, I'll leave a link if you want. It is it's like a UV sterilizer, but it's also got a bit of mechanical filtration in it as well. And because it's black, we're not going to see it against the background. Going to push a little bit more water around, but it's also going to stop anything like green water, which I don't think I'm going to get in this one because I would have seen signs of it like by now, and it's actually getting clearer and clearer each day. So do I need it? Probably not, but I'd rather have it as an insurance policy. It's going to help with like certain bacteria as well. I don't think it kills Camellianus worms because the worms would have to go in the filter. Well, they're not, are they? They're hosted inside of things, but not anymore. Because all the fish are great. So here we are, look, we've got a little bit of grime forming, to be expected. There's nothing to use up any algae nutrients and that sort of thing. I have tested the water. I tested it the other day just to be sure. Everything is absolutely perfect. We've not seen any worms at all, so all good. And they've had another round of treatment, so I'm 100% on this one. Completely happy about it. There's definitely no more worms. You know, we're routinely checking them as well, aren't we, Steph? Every time we come up, we have a good look at their anuses.
We do.
Which is always a bit weird, but necessary. Chunks has never shown any sign. He's actually quite happy in this tank as well now.
He's stopped being a little misery guts.
Yeah, like he's coming up, saying hello, and as soon as I feed him, he eats straight away. Whereas for a few days, he just stayed in the back corner, wouldn't even look at us. And then it wouldn't be fair if we didn't give the little fish some love as well. Again, all doing really well. Cories all like to group together, especially when you come near the tank. That's good. They're like safety in numbers sort of thing. Look at how good those stir bites look now. They are huge. They do get bigger than that as well. But again, to be honest, with these, I've never seen any worms at all or any signs of worms. But I just wanted to treat absolutely everything to make sure. And yeah, they all look healthy. No losses, nothing like that. The only losses we got was a couple of those smaller angelfish, which was what sparked me to do this whole change anyway, because I feared for the bigger angelfish and for chunks as well, because that would have hurt. Would have hurt a lot. We fixed it. I feel like we fixed it. Yeah. It's always a good idea to clear any floating debris before you start your surface skimmer, as the inlet can get blocked quite easily. The way it works is it pulls the top layer of water onto a small filter sponge and then spits out the clean water clear of any biofilm. This locks it in the sponge, so we'll have to be clean from time to time. Right, I'm going to go central because obviously we've got a lot of flow left and right. She's here. So the stagnant-y bit in the middle, which isn't stagnant, but you know what I mean, there's less water disturbance, which means the pump will work better. It's going to look a bit ugly for a short amount of time, just until the stems get up to it, but it's doing a job, so I don't mind too much. And we're on. Put it down a bit. Probably need to adjust the flow because it's pulling in a ton of air where it's So the good thing is it's got a flow on it, like level, which means that as it gets a little bit clogged, you can up the flow without having to clean it, and it'll still work. There we go. Right, now it'll work well, and it won't spit a load of air out. I say it doesn't look great yet, but you won't see it eventually. And once the tank sort of settles in as well, like you get less and less biofilm. Like my home tank now, it has no biofilm, and I don't even have the surface skimmer on, so it's just like perfectly balanced. So that'll happen with this one for sure, especially with this amount of plants. I don't know why I did that. These guys are going absolutely nuts here. No, this is a filter. Like, it's not interesting, guys. More food. Mine didn't have this little thing, timer mode. Oh, it's for the UV to have timer mode, I guess, to just reduce the power costs. So that's actually better than my one at home. Yeah, it's the same one that I've got on the Discus as well, so tried and tested, works really well. Again, this filter isn't always necessary, but I'm preempting any green water issues we might have and also treating it as a bit of a water polisher. And that said, you can never have too much filtration. Right, so some good little updates for the studio there, what with the automatic-y, sucky thingy, the Suckmaster 3000. This tank is going insanely well. Again, more upgrades. Neither of them are essential, but I think if you can, you should. So this is just gonna go from strength to strength. I think in another week, all the stems would have grown enough that it really has made a big impact. They're gonna have more color. Everything's, when I look at it from this angle where you are, I can see the shape already, so I can see how this is all still gonna pop even more because the color behind it, then you've got the brown and green. We've already got really good growth on the Hygrophila pinnata as well, like new leaves come up underwater, so that's gonna do really well. Every single plant is doing well. Don't always get that. So yeah, hope you're excited for it. More coming soon. I'm gonna keep you posted. We will probably hit a diatom phase, and if we do, or when we do, I'll teach you how to sort of get around that as well. So yeah, I hope you subbed and everything, and I'll see you on the next one.